Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 7. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll go left side here and complete this one. 11 yards on the pass there. It's a Browns 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Cleveland.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
His throw left side is complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Fields. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. It's a big one for the Ravens. An even 40 yards. On 1st and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Mitchell heading right. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Play action now for Fields. That is caught at the 3. To the goal line and in. Xavier Legette, touchdown Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity. And the quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's caught by Hill. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They'll throw out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll look to throw yet again. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is a great look here, Mike, when you have a very versatile tight end, the ability to move him around. He's like the ultimate chess piece. In this snap, he's lined up in the slot. His ability to get downfield and use that big body. When you're going against these zone defenses, oftentimes that's the vulnerability of the coverage. The ball was on time, the ball was accurate, and then his big tight end, he just did the rest.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Now, this looks like a design run. And he will do it himself. He's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Fields. To the outside, complete to Johnson. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Second down, it's Fields. This pass caught, right side, it's Allen.
Out-breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. They go right back to Allen. He's got it again. 2 minutes to play. First half, All tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here comes Mitchell on the toss to the right. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They go play action with Fields. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Mitchell. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Second and goal. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. First and 10. Hill brought in motion. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. A huge play just before the half. An even 40 yards. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here comes the blitz as he looked under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on second down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to third. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. In motion comes Andrews. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Kevin Stefanski going to turn to his field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. No issues there. This one is good. So, we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This taken around the 11. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Fields. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Will have great field position right around midfield.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Down the sideline, past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
Throwing now on first and 10. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
Putting the tight end in motion. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
It's first down, and they'll run. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. They send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. That one taken in. Brian Thomas Touchdown, Browns.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Gets the score from 17. Ravens 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The ability to generate explosive plays is the greatest correlation with the ability to score points. So every defense nowadays is trying to say, cannot let them throw the ball over our head. What does that do? Gets you a little bit more depth in your drops. Makes it a little bit easier for some of these check down pickups.
A toss, left side, caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Space to run inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way home. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Ravens.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now inside the 25. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cleveland. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Extra point attempt still to come. It's up and through. And the Browns extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. First down. Fields. To the sideline, and what a catch. And to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down. Play action now for Fields. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Fields from the pistol. Now, a deep shot for Allen.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. That his second touchdown of the game. Numbers 11 and 12 on the season. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Hill brought in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. What a time for a pick six for the defense as the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one. The defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Right back to the air following that pick six. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Back to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Thomas. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They'll try to run. He's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down. Is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play, and fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after. The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll run.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll look to throw. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's first and goal.
That is caught, and he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Browns. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Well, here we go. The Browns will go for two here. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And the defense has it.
Recovering an onside kick has really become kind of a lost art nowadays, Mike. You just don't see it very often. You're trying to find where's the weak link, where's the hole in the recovery unit. Kicker's got to put the ball there, and then it's just a race to recover it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is 2nd and a yard. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. He'll run, and he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down. In motion comes Andrews. They'll drop to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown.
And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's first down. They go play action with Fields. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Second down and 8. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And after that first down throw, Mike, it's really a deflating moment of the defense. They understood the urgency of getting off the field and getting the ball back to their offense. Here we are under 2 minutes in a one-possession game.
So it's a win for the